Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm your host Addie and I welcome you all to another episode of our podcast Unspoken, where we speak to our heart's content. Okay, so for this episode, I have tried to make it a bit more organized than the last one, and in this one I basically arranged it like a thesis paper. Okay, like first of all I'm going to tell you my argument and then I'm going to prove it with my points. Without further delay, I'm just going to begin it because I have a lot of things to say. Alright. I didn't even say what I'm going to do in this episode. For this episode, I am going to concentrate on Jhope's single More, and I'll do another podcast episode where I'm going to talk about the entire album Jack in the Box. Now, I know by the time I upload this podcast, by the time I finish editing and upload it, Jack in the Box will probably already be released. So I'll do this one first and I'll do another one for Jack in the Box. I am going to provide my argument. My argument is basically that Jhope is a genius, and it's not really an argument. It's like an established fact. What I wanted to say is I am going to prove it yet again with my points that Jhope is a genius. Okay, so I'll begin. Now, I'm not going to go line by line though. I'm going to just pick out some parts of the song and I'm going to interpret it. So the song begins by saying, I'm thirsty. I need to go surfing on the beach. I am in my element. Soak up the music. Now, in this entire part, he is referencing to water. Now, here's the genius part. The translation that says, I'm in my element, that's the meaning, but the actual translation of the Korean sentence that he said, the literal translation says, I am a fish in the water. I only got mulgogi, which means, I'm sorry about the pronunciation, I'm still learning, but I understood that word, which means fish. So yeah, this I am a fish in the water is a Korean idiom which means that I'm in my element. So fish, a fish lives in water. Water is its home. So Jhope is trying to say is his art is his home. When he's creating art, he's thirsty for music. He goes on surfing on the beach and soak up the music. When he's creating music, he is in his element. So here we see his wordplay again, and basically for BTS, wordplay is their strong suit and they do this in genius ways everywhere. And then the lyrics continues where he says that I am still not enough. I am still not enough. This literally, if you see the title of the song, it says more. His hunger for more, his passion for creating more, and he feels like he's still not enough. I'm going to talk about this later again when it comes back. Now, he continues talking about how he has been learning and perfecting his skill and persistently making art. And in this context, he says that that's half my life, reason for living, joy of life, motivated to carry on. So he loves making music and that's what makes him to carry on. And then comes the beat drop. The beat drop. When I was watching the music video, when I was listening to the song, that's the first thing I did after I woke up. So the beat drop, when I tell you, my heart dropped, I dropped on my knees. And I just love rock music, okay? And that part is that's definitely my favorite part, where he screams. He literally screams his passion out, I want more. The main part of the song that attracted my attention was definitely the X-ray part. The lyrics definitely, and the way they showed it, the way they presented it, it's very meaningful. In that part, the lyric says, drunk in the artistic painting, keep hyping up Dali. So here he gives a reference of Salvador Dali, which I think is genius. Now he basically talks about that he is drunk in his passion for making art, and it is his raw expression of his passion. Now, why did he reference to Salvador Dali? Now, Salvador Dali we know him for his passion for work, his self-promotion of his art, and the way he was protective towards his work. Now, he would sometimes go to extreme lengths to protect his art, to defend his art. For example, just a little story. In 1939, he was working on a window display for Bonwit Taylor, and there were some changes made without consulting him, some unauthorized changes. And he was so angry that he pushed a display of bathtub through a plate glass window. So basically, Dali not only was he passionate about his art, he was protected about his art, but he was also proud of his artistic genius. And Jhope is also proud of his work, proud of the art that he creates, and it goes without saying that all of us are proud of Jhope too. Here, the lyrics also says that fame, money is not everything. I already know. My work makes me breathe, so I want more. This entire X-ray scene, like I said, it's genius. It's like when you see through an X-ray plate, you see the inner part, like what lays inside. That's what the scene is trying to represent here. It shows his raw inner self. And then he says, inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. I feel alive. His work is what makes him feel alive. It's like breathing for him. It's important for him. It helps him stay motivated. It helps him stay inspired. And he's doing it all. Like he says, I'm still not enough. Like he's doing it all, but he still feels like he's not enough. He needs to keep moving forward with his passion and inspiration. He needs to keep doing it all because it's like I said, it's like breathing for him. It's mandatory, it's essential, and he wants more because his art is his expression. His art is what keeps him going, keeps him running. Now, the music video, it starts with Jhope opening a box, and then it closes with Jhope closing the box like a full circle. It began with opening the box and then came back to the box again, and Jhope closes the box. And when he's closing the box, you can see that the entire music video set, like all the different rooms that were shown in the music video, they were all inside the box. Jack in the box, basically. So it's symbolic. And there is a reference to Pandora's box, and it's like a recurrent theme in the entire album, I think, like Jack in the Box. I'm going to talk about Pandora's box more when the entire album drops and I make a separate episode on it. Now, I would like to talk about the technicalities. There were some parts where, they were still, they were all still, not moving. I watched the BTS episode they uploaded, and they said that it was actually a mannequin challenge. When I first saw the music video, I thought they used freeze frame, but they actually didn't. They actually turned into mannequins, and that's something I think is genius. Like, he said that it was difficult, but he nailed it. And then the X-ray scene, they used an amazing technology for the X-ray scene. I'm just in love with that scene. Like, the meaning, the way that it was presented, everything, it's just amazing. Oh, then there was that glass breaking scene where he was saying, I want some more. That was so hot. Can I just say that was so hot? That glass breaking scene. And also, of course, Taehyung's guest appearance. The way Jhope knew that armies are gonna know. Like, after the music video came out, my entire Twitter timeline was full of screenshots, and people were like, oh, I know this is Taehyung. I know this is V. Because people recognized him for his hair, and I think there was another thing. I think he was wearing sandals and his toes were out, and people were like, oh, that's V, definitely. And literally, like, it was so sweet of B to actually do this. He was like, oh, I also want to do the mannequin challenge. It was so cute. Their entire interaction, I mean, if you have seen the video, they're so adorable. And Jhope actually said that there is nothing more difficult than acting. But he actually nailed it. He nailed this. The entire music video, the whole concept. I just loved it. And every now and then he also made little suggestions to the director. If you have seen the video, the behind the scenes video that they have uploaded, he made suggestions every now and then, which actually shows how he put so much importance on details. And every detail actually shows a story. Like he said, there were so many different rooms in the music video because the song is called More, and he wanted more different spaces. So he really thinks about these details and what these details actually represents. For example, the last room where the beat drop room, he said that was the main room. That was a main scene of More. It was a crime scene room, which actually showed a very raw and powerful scene. Also, I have to say, since we are talking about the technicalities, I have to say Jhope's makeup in the entire music video. Those, I know those piercings were fake, but he was looking so good with this piercing. And it's look like the makeup artist did an amazing job. Jhope did an amazing job coming up with the concepts and everything. All in all, I just loved this music video. The song, how deep it is. It's like More actually showed one side of Jhope. Like Jhope really said that he's going deep with the album. Alright, so to conclude, like I said, this album actually shows his raw and passionate side, his hunger for work and to do more, to have more, because that's what keeps him alive. That's what motivates him, inspires him. Also, there's another thing which I like to talk about, the form of expression that Jhope used for this song. It's basically definitely a rock music. I'm a fan of rock music because I find rock music more emotionally charged and thrilling. It's like when you scream your emotions out, no matter what emotion it is, it just hits hard, you know? When you just scream your emotions out, you know, it just like burns through your veins, and I really love it. So when Jhope was screaming, I want more, it's not just his words. It's not just the lyrics of the song. It's infused with his passion, his strong zeal to work hard, to work, to want more. And he's in his element when he actually submits to this desire, to this passion, and creates art. And definitely, we get to see Jhope's artistic genius because of his passion, because of this hunger for more. This song actually came out 2 days before my birthday, so it's like one of the best birthday gifts I've ever received. This album, I'm gonna jam this album so hard. And yeah, we are gonna talk about it because I know it's going to hit hard. It's going to be deep, 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 so deep. Thank you so much for listening so far. I love you guys so much. I won't prolong this anymore. I hope you liked my review. Oh, by the way, I should say this, that I read a lot of interpretations of More on Twitter. So I did get some ideas from armies from Twitter. So I won't take credit for all the things that I said. I just added some points on my own. Okay. So armies are basically geniuses. The way they interpret everything, it's so great. Like the Salvador Dali reference. I saw that like someone tweeted it, and then I looked into Salvador Dali, and that's how I came up with the point. Okay. So thank you so much for listening to me. I love you guys so much. If you have made this far, it means so much to me. And I'll see you again on another episode. And I know I keep saying this, but yeah, I'm going to post videos soon. Thank you so much. I love you guys so much. Have an amazing day. This is Addie signing off.